that you need to get into your rhythm?
My rhythm. No, for character, yes, but for the podcast, no. It just is kind of I just get really stoned.
Do you do the rhythm method?
What's the rhythm method?
You know, the thing that women do to not get pregnant?
No, I'm unfamiliar.
Do tell.
You know, it's like you only fuck at certain times of the... Or man, don't say fuck. We forgot to talk
Yeah,
about
we can talk about F words.
You only fornicate. You only participate in coitus, thank you. At certain times, because there's peak times where you're likely to get pregnant and valleys where you're likely to
like
not.
what? Like sperm goes to sleep at 11 o'clock? What are you talking about?
No, like
certain
you
times?
don't have unprotected sex when you're ovulating.
Oh,
that's just when my
That's
wife rubs
it.
her butt
Remember,
on
like
me.
we did a few days ago.
You
Dang.
do not want to be...
Hey, guess what?
You don't want her to be ovulating.
High five. Yeah.
More ovulating, please.
See, my method is when my wife starts rubbing her butt on me, I'm just like, that means no.
that means stop.
No.
No means no.
That means I would call the
Look at me
police.
being
No.
rude.
You're gonna call the police?
Podcast checking my phone.
My anti-child method is not having sex.
Oh.
It's cool. Yeah.
You know, I happen to be an expert at that.
I was just
shit.
gonna say that.
Oh,
like
okay.
everybody is an expert not having
But
sex.
anyways,
Glad we
speaking
got
of expert
Topher
on-
Mac here
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, Topher Mac, give it up.
I'm Topher.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
There you
whenever
go.
we do mention somebody's name, you can say fuck, for fuck's sake. But if you say somebody's name, you have to shout out their name and then shout like Topher Mac.
I'm
Shout
Topher.
out Topher.
So we're definitely trying to peak the audio for that.
Yeah.
Don't peak the audio.
Always peak the audio.
Yes. But yeah, we got Topher here today on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, he's luckily
it.
he's wearing his Panthers jersey.
It is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was.
I can't wait for the Panthers to win too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, if
this
you look-
year.
Yeah, oh, never mind. Let's see. If you look at their statistics, man, every year they're getting like one more victory. So you're thinking like 11 more
They're-
years, they might actually get one.
They like to do this thing where it's like they get really good and then the owners go, let's cash out now. Instead of riding that wave, they're just like, all right, now sell all the good players.
I was constantly reminded today of the Super Bowl all day just because people were constantly asking me about if we had the big blocks of Velveeta. We didn't.
We didn't.
So,
Spoiler alert.
You know, so every 10 minutes or so, I'm just handling my jugs as I do, as mentioned before on previous episodes of Zach and JP's Burnt Out Hijinks.
He's got it that time.
But yeah, and so people are just like, hey, you guys got any block? No, I don't.
Dude, we don't even have sliced cheese.
No, we have so much cheese.
I want
it's
some
just
cheese.
Not
Why
the
are you
blocks.
talking about cheese?
And what was so funny is because like 2 days ago when I worked, we didn't have any then, and so it was just like, hey,
You know that truck of cheese that we
you
never
know,
got?
it's stupid. It's like
Still don't
fucking
have it.
buying a goddamn Christmas present on Christmas Eve, you fucking asshole. You're
Well-
not gonna get a block of cheese on the day of the Super Bowl. Suck my asshole. Okay, sorry. I had a,
You buy gifts before Christmas Eve?
huh?
You buy gifts
I
before
don't like
Christmas Eve? I got a wife.
Topher, how you doing?
I exist, therefore I am.
Fuck yeah. So that's all. I'm sorry. I gotta let you know this is.
I
thought
like
should
my-
not click this just because.
My life since I filmed my comedy special.
Oh, shout out
has
Topher's
been-
comedy special.
Shout out Topher's Comedy
Poor
Special.
Topher Mac.
Topher Mac.
Poor
Mac.
Topher Mac.
March
Coming out.
9th, YouTube.
Mark.
Topher House.
Hey,
That's
so
my YouTube channel.
cut out my fucking topics then. Okay, I was gonna bring that up naturally through conversation, but
This
since we're
one,
here,
I mean, well, you know.
says this is a plug. This is a plug.
But-
This is a
but-
sponsored episode. I'm also on the special, so
Well, no, you're not in that version of it.
fuck.
Oh, he's
Get
not
the
in
fuck
that.
out,
Topher,
dude.
you gotta
So-
go.
No,
Cut this. No,
but
cut
like-
this. Topher, get out.
This is how it worked. When we did it live,
Yeah.
I had all the features performing throughout the night where I was going to put the comedy sketches because I'm going to have sketches in between
In between the stand-up?
the stand-up.
Gotcha.
And so like,
Get the fuck
but
out
what
of
I'm
this.
gonna, but I filmed all their stuff and I'm gonna give them all their stuff so that they can release their stuff on their own and make their own money off of it
Yeah.
and stuff.
I like it. I like that you're also holding their material hostage. That's
Oh,
actually a
so
really
hostage.
good idea. You probably get hit up at least once a week by some of these people.
I am.
John Paul's the only person to hit me up and be like, "Can I get the audio?"
Well,
at least?"
because
No.
everybody else who was on it has good fucking. They've got good cameras.
Yeah, I will say that. There's a lot
Hey,
of people in the comedy scene
just
around
saying.
here have
Yeah,
excellent
I
cameras.
have my old cell phone. Shout out to my old cell phone.
Shout out to John's old cell phone.
That's currently filming our soon-to-be clips. When I get, but
You're killing this.
Hey,
Keep going.
let me say, I'm just very excited to see that, and I was very happy to be a part of it. And
It was a lot of fun.
would like to see those old jokes where they're set in stone, because I think I do a lot of them differently now, and I would just want to see the comparative, like, because that was when I was still calling my Gandalf bit the Gandalf bit. Now it's the Gollum bit. Because the Gollum voice is the fucking
It's
whatever.
the main event.
Oh, that's what gets the lulls, and so that's
It's
people don't
fair.
expect the juxtaposition, and then me doing the whole. I do the whole.
John, they don't know what to expect when you get on stage.
Yeah,
true.
that's true. That's true, and that's why that's
The first image they usually get is you running on stage and then eating shit. Dressed like this.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier, actually, because, like, John Paul and I are both, like, in the same ballpark of comedy, but we're different.
Outrageous.
Yeah, we like
He's
I
a
like
comedian in the Fayetteville scene.
we like anti-comedy, and we like non-traditional comedy.
Yeah.
And I like to say that he's more like Robin Williams, and I'm more like a knockoff Steve Martin, or both of us sort of have some Andy Kaufman-ish to us.
I like
Trust me.
esoteric bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like it, but
Actually, John Paul's one of the people that, like, I saw him do a bit once, and, like, dead ass, I was like, oh, you can do that? And I went home and I wrote, like, 5 minutes of really fucking weird jokes.
Shit. Just be like, just read it.
And I was like, oh, I could do this.
yeah.
That's fun.
No, I'm actually very curious as to what, because man, like, that's what I kind of dig about comedy, is like, you don't know, like, there's such like a weird germ of like just influence, like you get, like, you just like hi, like I'm sorry, but like, you know what I mean, it's like, it's cool.
Today's
Like,
episode brought
when
to you
you're-
by Weed.
so when you're like when you get like into, like, I wouldn't say like a pod, but it's like whales. Fuck, hold on, I am stoned. I sound like, so like, whenever you're like whales,
Dude,
man.
It was like I was a bird swimming with the dolphins.
But no, it's just like, I like that, like, in this scene in particular, like, everybody's open to bounce ideas off each other.
Yeah.
Like, you get like the most random calls from people, and then you can just bounce jokes off each other. It's fun.
Oh, dude, as soon as
you
I
know?
tell any new bits, everybody's coming up like, dude, you should try it with this instead.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a fucking great idea.
Yo, we're at a point now at the Closet Exchange, when we do the open mics over there, that if we don't have a large audience, we'll actually, as soon as you
Workshop.
get off stage, immediate feedback,
Yeah.
immediate, I like this, I don't like this, maybe this could be stronger, how about you do more of that?
Yeah,
It is
It works. It helps you out.
elevating me.
It's just
Yeah.
not everybody can handle that.
Well, you
That's
get to
the problem.
choose whether or not you do it.
Okay.
In the
no.
sign up, there's
Yeah, it's
actually
like,
a
I know people
category.
that'll be like, usually it's like first year comedians, they're like, don't fucking tell me how to do my comedy.
You sound like
Yeah,
me.
that's what I do. Yeah. No, well, no, because there is some aspect to that, because like, you do hear, like, as a new comedian, like, one of the first things you want to hear is you got to find your voice.
Yeah.
And like, you think you already have your voice, and you don't want to lose what you think is you.
Yeah.
When you first start out, like, but then like you find that like
Oh shit.
you have to
I'm
polish you
evolving.
down. Like, there is like a you to polish down, and like that's something I'm working on a lot. Like, for me, my hugest criticism, as seen previously, is like just featured on episodes of the show. Slow the fuck down, and because you know,
Slow
like,
down is my
yeah.
biggest no for you every time
because,
I
like,
say something.
I've been told that I can do 10 minutes of material in a
Three.
3-minute span.
Yeah.
So true.
And that's because I'm just like, I've got.
But the thing
I-
is,
I-
it
You
works
get those
for you.
nerves and it
Yeah.
just shoots you to
Well,
100.
yeah, I get shot through the butthole, like, with adrenaline as soon as I hit the stage, just because
yeah.
like, it's my favorite thing to do, because like, you know, as every every communist is, that's what I was about to say.
Whoa, whoa,
Every
whoa.
comedian is. I'm a narcissist. That's why I'm looking at both. You know, like, that's what we
Shout out.
do. That's why we're like, hey, let's make a podcast. So like, as soon as I get up there, I'm getting that like super. Then I'm drinking sponsored by Red Bull, and so like, you know, then I'm like, then it just, I start talking, and then this is expound. You know, like, it's just.
Your brain can't keep up with your
Yeah,
mouth.
my brain can't keep up with my mouth already when I'm normally talking, and
That's
when I get on
pre-Red
stage, it's
Bull,
just super fast.
pre-weed.
Yeah. So like, I try
he's
to
got
use
the
the weed to
up-
kind of
upper
like,
down
people always
arrows.
think I do like,
Myself.
people think I do like crack and like, you know, hard drugs, but I'm like, I smoke weed
He's
to
just
balance
nervous.
it out. Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck constantly, and then like, so I'm a nervous wreck when I'm
Mental
sitting
problems,
here.
physical
Well,
problems.
No, when I'm okay.
Speaking
so-
of mental and physical
so,
problems.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I have a bit that I stopped doing because it never gets laughs, but it's like, so my biggest fear is public speaking, so naturally I thought I'd take up stand-up comedy, you know, But like, it's truth. You know, it's like something that gets me so fucking like I get so nervous. But like, if I'm gonna be nervous anyways, like I'm nervous right, you know, when I'm in the privacy of my own home. Like you know,
that
so,
reminds me of remember when we were doing the
Fuck that,
competition and I
Constantly.
decided that was the first night I was gonna do crowd work.
Yeah.
In the middle of my act.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you do that on a competition? though?
It was just like I
was
was up
other
there and I
guy
was
that
just
you're
like,
like, go
let's
for
go
it.
with it. Because I had already started with
Oh,
a John
that's
Paul
right.
joke.
That's glasses. Oh, these
I
glasses
like
aren't real.
referenced one of his jokes from earlier. I asked him before I did it.
That's fine,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh,
But
dude,
no, you don't
the
do
Black
that.
Parade one.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking
No,
do
I
crowd
think-
work now.
I don't remember if we talked about this on the show, but like I there is something that I have where it's like if I go up and I've like been listening to other people do material and then I'm like I want to do this now.
Yeah.
If I throw something new into my set, it derails everything, and then I'm like, oh fuck, what did I do?
That's what's funny about that is because I don't do that either. And that
Sometimes it
night I
works.
did that.
Sometimes it'll work, but like most of the times, I just like when I try to get myself back, I'm just like I have to like pull myself back. Like if I have like 8 minutes, I can
Yeah,
do it.
I was just gonna say when I
Yeah.
have 8 minutes, I try to get a full new 8 minutes out of that set if I can. If I can, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna split this up. I'm gonna do fucking 3 minutes of new shit, 5 minutes old shit.
Yeah.
I like to start with a joke I know works.
Yep.
And end with a joke that I know works, and then say, "Let's see what happens in the middle."
I am useless until I get the first laugh or cheer,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I do the standard. How you guys doing tonight?
That's why like that's my pronouns joke is probably like the strongest opener I could think of, just because it's so
It's stupid. It's quick.
It's stupid
and
and
it gets
it's
a
to the
laugh.
point, and it's
what you need.
it sets my tone for
You
my
know,
whole set.
everyone's always talking about pronouns. I think that we need to give love to the amateur nouns.
God damn.
Oh,
Do
dude,
tell.
yeah.
Give me an amateur noun right now, Topher.
Shit. Listen, one that's new.
I improvised that.
Texting. No, texting would be no. That's that would be a verb. That'd be an amateur verb.
Well, I don't know, dude.
Because proverb says
Zay.
This is what
I feel like Zay.
I'll give you that one.
It's not moved up to the big leagues yet. It's trying. It's trying.
Look, you got John's gears
amateur
turning.
noun. Anything that's new. Fucking. What's a new product? Something new. And something an amateur noun would be
Let him
something
go. Let him go.
been made within the last year. I'm
I
tired.
don't know.
I am so.
I'm
stoked.
trying to remember. There was something he said 5 minutes ago that I wanted to talk about, and I
Oh,
don't
shit.
remember it
Oh, yeah,
now.
he'll just keep rolling.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I do ramble a lot. I've been heard. Yeah, I've
That's
been
all
heard. Been heard tale. Been heard tale. That no, this is.
Been heard tale.
This is. I do
I got some
feel
fun
like
shit I want to talk about
Let's
today.
do it.
I also.
So, I want to talk about death a little bit here.
Okay. I'm very experienced with that.
Let me,
You know, speaking of
We'll
my
get to this
comedy
one.
special, it's
Hey,
dedicated to my dead ex-girlfriend and my dead mentor.
nice. Was it together?
And my dead
Did
sex
they,
life.
Did they die together? Or?
No.
Okay.
Separate.
Nice.
Separate occasions. One of them died of the flu when people didn't die of the flu.
Here
And
we
then
go.
the other one died of what's that blood disease where you die of your blood? It's like a cancer of the blood.
Oh, I was going to say AIDS.
Blood cancer.
Yeah, blood. So he died of blood cancer when everyone else was dying of COVIDia.
Oh, what fucking... Oh, I almost said the F word there, right there, John. I almost pissed you off. He hates when I say fruitcake.
Yeah, I do. No, the F word I'm sensitive about is fuda, because I'm tired of so many people throwing that around like they know what it means. Like, come on, it's for us. We know.
I hate you. All right, so I'm going to play a little game with you guys here.
Let's play the
I
game.
got a couple of deaths here. These are real from the news.
Cool.
I want you guys to tell me. I'm going to give you the scenario. You guys tell me how you think this person died. So this elderly man, I can't even pretend to say his name. We're going to call him Shiv because that's S-H-I-V is how he starts it, and there's 37 other letters. 82 years old.
Okay.
He had to take a piss, so he pulled over near some train tracks, and before he could get back in his car, he died instantly. Wasn't natural. How do you guys think he died?
Well, it'd be too easy if I said he got hit by the train.
It would be, so you know it's not that.
But he was urinating, so... Wait. Can you tell me the part of the country that this is in? Because he might have pissed on the third route.
I can tell you that he was definitely in the middle of the desert. I can't give you where, other than that it was a desert. Or not a desert,
Because if it was in the Northeast, I'm like, oh, he pissed on the third route and electrocuted himself.
I meant like fucking field, not desert. My bad. I was trying to think of the other word for it. So field, not desert.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, John. So an 82-year-old man
82-year-old
pulled over because he had to take a piss. And he was
Pulled
near
over
some
and
train
pulled it
tracks,
out.
and he was by a field.
Yes.
How did he die? Give me any guess. It wasn't natural.
Oh, snake bite to the penis.
That would be a good one, but no, that wasn't it.
Gored by a deer.
You were closer.
Ooh.
Fun fact, this train had a cow plow on it,
Oh, fuck.
and it launched a cow 173 feet and crushed this old man.
So what you're saying is he didn't move in time?
No, he did not.
Holy
Shout out to
cow.
that old man.
I guess splattered cow would be the better thing.
You were close, though. You said he got gored.
Yeah, well, I was way off.
Did he
Actually.
make
he didn't
the
get gored
cow
at all.
mad?
Like, he got splattered by a cow.
Did he have beef with the beef is what I'm wondering.
He definitely does now.
No, he's ground beef. Like,
He's ground beef.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. I actually figured out how they make ground beef. Like, up in West Virginia. Like, I think it's probably the whole mountains area. But, like, they got these cows, like, up on the steep mountainous areas. So, like, they just roll them down there, and then they put them in the plastic, and that's how they make their ground beef.
This one's fun. Not sure if we can get a guessing game on this one, but we'll try.
We'll cut that.
An Iraqi terrorist in 2004
Okay.
sent out a letter bomb.
A letter bomb.
Yes.
Which letter?
The
Was it
letter bomb did blow up.
Sick.
But how do you think it happened?
In his pocket.
No, good guess though.
How did the letter bomb blow up?
Yep,
That did blow up.
it did blow up.
Not
I'll
at
tell
the
you that.
appropriate time?
I would assume not, unless that was his plan. His huge suicide plan was like, I'm gonna kill myself with this.
Oh, he killed himself with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious. I
Yeah.
love that.
Terrorist killed himself, so it made me happy.
Did it happen at the place that he was going to?
No.
Did he put the mail bomb into the slot and then as it hit the ground it went kaboom boom?
He did mail it out, and everything went okay with at that point.
Return to
happened
sender!
It was returned to him because he didn't put a fucking
What is-
stamp on it.
What is this?
He thought he entered. Oh shit! He entered a competition. I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. I don't
Cut
know.
that.
can't see.
17.
Oh, you lost the glasses.
I lost the glasses.
All
That's,
right,
that's
never
what
mind.
made the sound.
We'll help you.
17 minutes.
John's taking notes.
Welcome to the break. While they find our glasses, I'm going to try to get your asses to watch my comedy special, Poor Topher Mac.
More Topher Mac.
And then when you're done with that, you're going to want to go to John Paul's YouTube and watch. Thank you very much. And watch him be funnier than me the night of my special.
Same special.
What?
Very safe. I
Also,
actually did get like
go to
everyone
Burnout
on there
Hijinks.
did better than me.
JP's.
It was delicious.
Zach and
That's
JP's
funny.
Burnout Hijinks on YouTube. That's
But anyway, yes, this terrorist.
He's like
sent
whispering
it
his
out.
promo.
the mic's right there.
He sent it out, got returned to him
nice
because he couldn't
ASMR
afford the
segment.
fucking stamp. He
That's
entered a
delicious.
competition, a mail-in competition, and thought it was a fucking letter
Oh
saying he
no!
won.
What a dingus. God,
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty fun.
I
That's
tell
good.
you,
Could
that's
imagine doing
weird,
that?
weird,
No.
wild
John, I feel like
stuff.
that would be the way
that's
you would
something.
die.
That's some dumb shit I would do.
I do feel like that is
So I
something
can't
that
be a
would get you.
terrorist. Contrary to this nose, I would never do a terrorism.
Oh god!
Oh, this one's just a fun one. In 1932 or 1923, Frank Hayes was a jockey riding on fucking horse.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up winning the race. He was dead. He died of a heart attack on the last
On
turn.
the last turn.
And his body stayed on the fucking
Oh,
horse.
Well, I hear those guys do a lot of cocaine.
Well, they have to. You know, most of them are like fucking 4 feet tall,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's great. There's
My
fun,
heart's gonna explode in 2 years.
fun, not funny fact. Stanley Kubrick directed a film called The Killing.
Yeah.
And then there's horse
Horse
racing
track?
in that.
Oh shit! Speaking of Stanley Kubrick, you've directed before. You were a director, right?
I
These are
wanted
topics
to
that
be-
We could talk about.
Are you confirming this? or are you guessing?
Thank you for making me feel bad. I
This
wanted
is a
to
topic
be a
you
director.
said we could talk about that we agreed to pre-podcast.
I have
That's
done
fine.
many a thing in the entertainment world. Being
Oh,
a film director is the one thing that has stayed out of reach. I did direct a TV pilot before.
Cut that. All right.
They fired the director,
Yeah.
and I was the second AD. And my friend Yulu, who is awesome, and he was in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Hell yeah.
And he spoke up for me and goes, because they were like, what are we going to do? We have a
Homecoming,
whole day
too.
of filming. We have to do this today. We only have 2 days to film this this TV pilot.
Nice.
And Yulu goes, you should hire Topher. Like, he's my friend, and he's been helping with
work.
these student projects around here. And they were like, okay, cool. So then...
Oh, yeah.
And I said yes before I read the script. And I'm, like, directing it as we go. And I'm, like, reading the scene right before. And I'm just going, this is terrible.
Nice.
But we came in on time and under budget.
Nice.
I was going to say, though, like, what do? You get thrown into that position, it sucks. Do you just continue it, or do you try to do any rewrites?
You do what any other woman would do. You take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, if you end up in a position
Look at him try to defend
that
it.
you weren't
Usually.
expecting to be in.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Speaking of superb owls, I have written a list of owls that I thought were cool.
Owls?
Owls.
Yeah.
Superb Owl Sunday. We're going to talk about these.
Okay.
Because, I
ahead,
think it's
John.
a hoot and a holler to talk about
I
them.
guarantee you don't have more than 5.
Wait,
right
I
now.
feel like you brought that up so
At
that I would
4.
bring up Broadway. Is that the real reason you did that?
What?
This is just John.
But yeah, that was going to be a... Yeah, but I
okay,
do...
let's
This
do your
is
thing.
an interesting segue.
It's way more interesting.
Snowy Owl.
Silly Owl?
Snowy
Snowy.
Owl. That's
Snowy.
a pretty cool one. It's the white owl.
I'm going to guess
that's
second
the
or
one.
third is going to be Barn Owl.
Oh, that's the second one. Shit. Fucking Zach. And then Great Horned Owl. That's the one with
I was
the
going to just
that's
fucking say
cool.
that one. That's funny.
Okay. I bet you aren't going to fucking say this one because I don't know how to fucking say it, and I wrote it down because
shit.
it's also a fossilized extinct owl
What's that
that I
down?
thought was neat because the name is Ogygipoptynx. OGYGOPTYNX. That is how you spell
Shout
it.
out to that bird. I
OG.
have no idea how to
So the
say it.
OG Owl.
Yeah, we'll call it
Ogygoptix.
What are we
Ogygoptix.
talking about? Because
What made you
What was
think
the
of
setup of this? Why are we talking about owls?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, super.
Oh.
Superb owl.
Hey, what is a wolf owl make the sound of? He goes ow.
So Topher, tell me about Broadway.
He's just going to cut him off on that to move on.
That's gonna be a clip. Hold on.
I don't mean to brag, says the guy who brings it up every chance he gets, but I used to work on Broadway. I did.
Look at him try to write. That's so
I moved
cute.
to.
I can read
So I grew up here in Fayetteville,
Sorry.
North Carolina. And then I moved. One of my Russian ex-girlfriends.
We're going to jump back to that in a minute. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was me all alone.
I had already been like, I'm going to move to New York, and then I was about to chicken out, and she called me up and says, Are you going to move to New York? And I said, but I mean, you
Did
know,
she say
like,
you're going to move to New York? Or did she say, are you going to move to New
Are
York?
you going to move to New York?
Comrade, you must move to New York.
I am in New York.
Topher.
You should be in New York.
Topher, my love, you must move to New York with me. We can drink vodka all night long and do dancing on the streets.
But you ended up moving to New York.
I moved to New York,
Yeah.
and with $180
Enter Alicia Keys.
and a couch to sleep on for a month, and within 5 weeks I was doing stagehand union
shit.
stagehand work for local one IATSE.
That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I did comedy in New York one time. And they had a green room that was in the back, and they had like a smoking section behind it. And you could go outside. Me and 4 other comedians are out back smoking a cigarette, and over the barbed wire fence, we see a fucking rug come up and cover the top of it.
Oh, that's awesome!
And I'm just like, oh, that ain't good.
Wait, do you know the name of this
3
place?
people.
Can I know the name?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can say it on this.
That's
just
fair.
in case.
That's fair.
3 masked dudes
got
jump
that.
over the fucking barbed wire fence with the rug, and they're like trying to rob us at knife point. And we're like, dude, do you recognize our faces? And they're like, no. I'm like, what fucking money? I'm currently sleeping in my car so I can save gas or save money for gas.
I went to New York and had a fantastic experience aside from the fact that like I knew I was never going to come back there like with the band that I went with because I went in as with the band and my job description was I pushed the buttons but they described me to the producer as a keyboardist and backing really I was basically like grandfathered in because my drummer was in my first band with me.
Yeah.
And I made samples and played them between and would sing and
So he was like, yeah, dude, John's a little fucking
Yeah,
crazy. He
yeah.
smokes crack, but he's
don't
really
smoke
good
crack.
at this.
but no,
He
but
licks
then,
crack. He smokes weed.
Yes.
yeah, but then like my but they would show me how to play on keyboard.
Yeah.
And then so we were all doing like practicing one of the songs to show the producer.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, the song sounds great. What's he doing?"
And John's just like,
Yeah. I pushed a button on the sample. I made samples and that was pretty cool. But like I could make music in Fruity Loops, but I couldn't read music. Like I'm not good at it, But so he was like, you need to come back tomorrow and know a song on the keyboard. And so I was like, fuck, I'm fucked. Everybody was like, John, you gotta fucking learn a song. You gotta buckle down tonight. So I was like, fuck, okay, I'll learn a song. So then my buddy was like, it would be really fucking funny if you did this song. So I went back the next day and I was like, I learned a song. And then I proceeded to play Shimmy Shimmy Yaw by Overly Bastard. Which, if you don't know, is 2 notes.
Yeah.
The entire song. My drummer bust out laughing. Everybody else in the band bust out laughing. The singer didn't bust out laughing. He didn't find it funny. But
an asshole.
The
producers also did not find it funny. The guys paying for us, being there and paying for our, they're like, oh, that's not funny. You gotta. And needless to say, like a month later, I was out of the band.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, no.
You busted a song
to
out
be
of
fair,
nowhere.
To be fair, it was like a soft quitting almost because like I was like kind of not feeling it. They were not feeling me. Yeah. We were just a whole lot of not feeling each other. It was,
Well, speaking of New York, you would fucking love the alternative comedy scene there. I remember once.
Man, I wish we had gotten to go see comedy while we were there. That's like
there's like the mainstream
comedy. I've always cared about comedy. It's always been a passion of mine.
There's
Not
like the main.
I'm sorry. No, you're good.
There's the mainstream comedy scene there, which is probably where you were doing your thing.
I started in Massachusetts, so New York was right fucking next door. Yeah.
If you went to Brooklyn, though, they had this super fucking weird set of, like, you would get this extremely eclectic group of people. Like, one guy, before the show even started, had been camped out inside of a large box.
Damn.
That sounds about New York.
And he ends up, like, when he gets called in, third comic up, not first comic up, third comic up, busts his hands through. He's in a banana outfit and proceeds to tell the best banana puns I've ever heard in my whole life. Exactly.
John, you're fucking up. You gotta start.
The closure that night did 5 minutes screaming.
I should just start dressing up like Luigi and just start doing only Luigi jokes. Like I have the costume in my trunk. Right now, I could leave the podcast for 2 minutes and come back dressed as Luigi.
Oh, it's delicious.
Bullshit.
But no, when
speaking of Luigi, here's my Mario.
Oh no, Mario! Fuck me! I've done so many drugs, Mario.
That's right. We both do impressions, don't we?
Oh yeah, we both do. But yeah, like I do Mario, you do. I was about to fucking like keep going on with my thing and be like, you're bringing up a good topic that I could go with right now, or I could be like, I want to keep talking about Brooklyn. But
Brooklyn.
I have a story about Brooklyn, but all it is that the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life I got in Brooklyn was a little fucking hole in the wall in Brooklyn.
How about
story, bro?
Yeah.
Felt like I was there.
Impression.
Like I was there.
Topher and I both do impressions.
We do impressions.
Which is where I think like we get some of the like correlation. I think that's where a lot of it is because like you don't see a lot of people going out there and doing just straight up impressions with their comedy.
I haven't figured out how to do impressions in my act. Yeah. I just do impressions.
I didn't need it at first.
I barely have seen you do it in your act, but outside of comedy, I see you do it all the fucking time.
Yeah, I was finding one impression.
I haven't cracked it yet.
I'm
working on it currently, but I haven't cracked it yet.
I've known Topher for a bit now, and I didn't even know he did impersonations until recently.
I found the first impression I found that if I was comfortable doing in stand-up was Macho Man. Yeah. And then from there, I just do all of them. Now I'm just like, whatever, I'll figure them out. Although I do miss... I stopped doing just like this is a step where I'm going to stop and do an impression, or like I kind of stopped doing that, but like occasionally I'll do it sometimes.
Well, one of my forefathers of comedy is Zach Galifianakis, and the way that he does impressions makes me go, I wonder if I could do that and it not be a pure ripoff.
My favorite joke from him was just a stupid ass bullshit one, but I feel like that's all of his comedy.
Yeah, that's exactly all of his
Can I do my favorite Zach Galifianakis?
You're the one who's going to get copyright.
All right. He just gets up there and he goes, I'd like to do an impression for you. Right. This is my impression of a gay snake. I love it.
I fucking love him. No, my favorite one for him was just the whole his dad explaining his last name while he's doing piano. And he was just like, Galifianakis begins with a gal, ends with a kiss. And Zach's just like, oh, that's great. Can we change my last name to Galifianakis, please?
Oh man.
He's just
My favorite impression joke that I have is this is Christopher Walken finding out anything bad. Oh. That's it.
I can't do a walk-in.
Oh, Walken is such a fun voice to do.
Can't do it.
Find somebody fun to bounce Walken off with,
can't
and
do
we'll
that.
riff from it. We'll riff on Zach.
I mean,
It'll
go
be
for
fun. No,
You know, I do like Christopher Walken, but I cannot, for the life of me, do a Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Johnny Carson, I believe. That's who I'm talking to. I'm sorry, the cocaine is kicking in now.
Yep,
Like
that's right.
animal.
Sorry, I'm unstoppable. I'm off the rails.
All right.
Technically, Mr. Walken, you're an emperor too. From the most
The
recent
Emperor's
movie.
got no clothes, so paint me naked.
My need to seem as cool as John Paul, which is always there. Man,
I'm so sorry.
I don't have a joke for this, but like Zoink Scoob, how you doing?
Come on, gang. Let's go. You guys should go over there, and I'm going to go fuck these girls.
Jinkies.
But perfect. That was a good Daphne.
Yeah, right. But when you do, you got to make sure to use your puppy power.
Oh God, Scrappy-Doo.
Like,
Scrappy dappy doo.
I also do a Shaggy, but I haven't worked on him for a while, and he kind of sounds more
More-
like Morty.
I would say
Sounds like
Morty.
that's Morty.
That's
Morty. Oh, like...
Dude, Scooby-Doo was good. At a young age, they taught you that all the monsters are just people.
My favorite John Paul impersonation. I feel like I have to pull this out of him since I'm on your show.
Yeah, go
Oh,
for
I
it.
know that you can, and it's the late and great, the recently late. You know what I'm talking about.
Huh?
You know who I'm
I
talking
thought he
about.
was like...
How do you not?
He's looking at his watch.
Yeah,
You see?
it's
He's like, are you gonna say the name?
Is
And
he
I'm
gonna
over here
show up?
trying to remember the name.
Are we
of
waiting on someone? Who is it?
the director of The Elephant Man. I'm bad with
Oh
names.
yeah, David
Fucking-
Lynch.
yeah,
Oh
Lynch.
yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
we were doing.
Third episode?
The day he passed was actually the day we had on Mr. F. And oh, I got such a headache. Mr. F. had no idea who David Lynch was.
No.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was
That's what
Mr.
so I
F.
poured black coffee
Chef
onto
minus.
his head, onto his penis, and then I filmed the whole thing. His scorched cock.
I had fucked up during my the preparation for my comedy special, and I was supposed to tell jokes off of index cards.
Yeah.
So I was about to kill that whole section, and I went up to John Paul and I was like, "Can you do that while I do my Irvin Kershner?" Do you know who Irvin Kershner is?
Yes.
Irvin Kershner sounds exactly, for those of you who don't know, Irvin Kershner directed Star Wars Episode 5, and he was a professor at the school that George Lucas went to, which is how he got the job.
You're asking a Star Wars question in this house. That's crazy.
Lightsabers.
And
I got
it's
fucking
great because
60
he
books.
sounds just like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Like, you would ask him a question about the movie and he'd be like, let's see if I can do it.
You got this.
I wanted there to be a love scene, and yet there could not be.
That is not even an exaggeration. That's exactly how he fucking sounds.
That was so good.
I said George.
Yeah, and I was
That was
like,
too good. Jamie would
George,
lose it.
calm down. You need. Did he take you to the Wookiee room and show you all of his Wookiees?
He was talking
Oh
about his
my
dog man,
God.
and I was like, I don't know. And I wanted to do us
My
talking
God.
to each other and those
God.
two directors.
My God, I went in there and
Lynch would not
I
do
put
Star
up.
Wars.
I had to.
Which was asked though.
Yes.
I
He
looked at
almost
it.
did number
He
6.
didn't do it though.
I put out my
Well,
cigarette
3,
and
6.
onto. Yeah, no, that's why I was. I have a stupid esoteric bit that like 2 people would get that would only pop you and Ryan. Shout out Ryan Minton.
Ryan Minton.
Where it's like, it would have been great to see him direct Return of the Jedi with the mindset that he directed Dune with. So instead of dialogue, like he's like Luke standing there, like, you know, my father I know there's good in him, but it's just like him thinking this, it's just
Yeah.
fucking ADR over. It's like,
They're talking through the
I know
force.
there's good in him. I can sense it in him. But it's all whispered, you can barely understand it. And then there's fucking giant sandworms and tattoo. There was a sandworm in Return of the Jedi. It was just under the, it's a bagworm, so.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Sarlacc.
That's true.
Shout out to the Sarlacc bit.
That's a Sarlacc, not to be confused with the Krayt Dragon.
Also, Jabba the Hutt was a giant sandworm. So,
now that's
sandworms
just
abound.
racist. Now you just don't like the Hutt people.
I don't. They're fucking
I wouldn't say that.
scoundrels.
Not everybody here at Zach and JP's Burnt Out Hijinks believes the Hutts were bad people.
He's pro-terrorism.
I'm not a big mafia guy, unless I'm in New York, and then yay mafia! Please don't kill me.
I'm only into the mafia because Frank Sinatra was into the mafia.
We used to have a
You
mafia-owned
wanna
comedy
fight.
club here. Did you know that?
I had
Frank
no
Sinatra.
idea.
We did. We had a mafia-owned comedy club here in Fayetteville.
shit, that's
I'm not going to
awesome.
say who because this is
We should
this.
actually probably work at that. 35.
And I miss it because it was like my favorite place to perform for a
Nice.
long time.
That's funny. No,
So,
I had no
That was
idea.
the first time I did comedy, and then I left comedy for a while.
I've only been in Fayetteville for like 5 years.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to address the giant funny thing that I've been trying to draw attention to all night.
Yeah.
So, you guys both wear glasses. You're
Yeah.
both fucking nerds. Haha,
That's
4
true.
eyes. But like literally, I was going to do it when he lost his glasses and did the whole, I can't see a thing without my glasses. But I've been doing the fake glasses bit for so long now.
For as long as I've known you.
For so long. But
I love
I was
it.
at the eye doctor with my kids the other day, and also just driving in general at night. I have realized that I probably need glasses, so I'm going to find out February 24th if I actually need glasses.
How hurt are you going to be when they're like, yeah, dude, your
Oh,
blind
dude.
is bad.
So, what I'm going to do, I've already got the bit worked out. I'm going to keep wearing the fake glasses.
and then you're gonna get the real
And then I'm going to throw the fake glasses and then be like, sorry, I actually do need glasses to see now. So, and then pull out the real ones.
poke through the
Yeah.
fake ones.
Yeah, you're going to try to do it with the
Yeah.
real ones?
No,
You're
yeah,
gonna be
fuck
like, I
yeah,
gotta keep my
shit.
It's
glasses.
like, haha, protection. No.
John doesn't use protection. Don't listen to him.
No, I do need it, but
I feel
it's my
bad.
left eye. My left eye is blurry as shit. Like, I can't.
So y'all don't know this unless you know me. John Paul's actually my favorite North Carolina comedian. So I've been pouring attention to him, and I feel like a douchebag because Zach is actually ridiculously funny.
Oh,
in
we
case
don't,
you
we,
don't
don't,
know.
we don't do compliments here. We've already talked
Oh no
Yeah,
no
we
no
do,
no!
we do.
I have
No,
to
John,
because
shut the fuck up.
see,
Oh, I
I
got mine this time.
contractually have to compliment you because I have my Cali
I'll
Toph.
cut my cum.
Cali
So-
Toph is performing in my comedy special, and I feel like a douchebag because that's kind of your thing.
Nah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
fine, man.
A high guy who
know
wears tie-dye.
If you're wearing tie-dye on stage, I'm going to say something if I'm at the event. If
That's
you do it
it,
when I'm
yeah.
not there, that's fine.
This is a fun topic. Comedy personas. Topher has several. I have tried out several.
They're real people.
Yeah, they're real people. They're human beings
don't,
who
dude.
live and breathe through Topher Mac, here, live in the flesh, or maybe maybe not. Don't look don't just so. But he's mentioned Cali Topher. You've got
The members of Topher House are
yeah.
the main members because there's a lot of them. So I'll just say there's Topher Mac, which
Yeah.
you're looking at, and then I'll do my impersonations of the other guys. There's RT, which is short for Redneck Topher. And Redneck Topher, now I'm gonna tell you what, he really
God.
likes to run his mouth about a story now. Then there's Cali Toph.
Yeah.
Cali
I
Toph
understand
is
that.
like,
It's totally tubular. It would be wicked or super sweet. You gotta
he
go Cali.
doesn't say tubular though.
He should.
Like you probably fucking should, dude. Tubular's a dope word.
It is. It is.
Super
That's my
sweet.
Keanu.
But
Reeves.
his tubulars are tied.
See?
His tubulars are tied.
There you go.
Dude, vasectomy. 4 out. Excellent.
And my wife still got pregnant. Excellent.
And
I was
then,
wondering why my baby was so Chinese.
then there's Yank.
38 minutes. We're cutting everything.
Yeah,
short.
right. I don't know if you met Yank yet, but that's Yankee Topher.
Does he hate, how can I say this question?
Is he a male prostitute?
No,
No, I was
it's,
going to ask if he hated, like, a mixed breed person.
I haven't done an impersonation of him in a while.
We'll cut that 39 minutes. Alright, we're cutting everything. We're just gonna cut this whole segment.
Whole podcast is
How
gonna
you
be us
doing?
laughing.
Kelly. No, wait, not
Very
Kelly.
good, Kelly.
Toph. Yank is over here and he does what he does.
New Yorker.
He's a little bit more aggressive.
Okay.
Hey.
the fuck out
Now
of
I
my
get.
way.
Okay. Now I do understand why Shania might have thought that you were ripping me off when she first saw you, because she saw me do Johnny D. Munson, which is just me telling my jokes with a redneck accent. It's all my gay jokes. Every single one of my gay jokes. I wear some coveralls, because you got a kid to come in, like from the gay sodomy.
Question: do you wear the suit under the coveralls?
No, I didn't have a suit at the time. All I had is the coveralls. The coveralls still there. I wear coveralls from time to time, but then I had
You should do that on stage.
poly comedy. Hey, I did poly comedy only one
Dice
time,
Clay.
and he's just Dice Clay, and he's just like, hey, every bitch here is a ooh-ah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey.
that reminds me. I've been working on a Rodney Dangerfield for a long time, and I'm not there yet. But
Good
I'm
no
still.
respect.
I tell you, it's like almost there, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, I have one Rodney Dangerfield joke.
You get no respect. See,
Rodney
it's bad.
Dangerfield
You
impression.
got it though.
This is my impression of Rodney Dangerfield singing "Float On" by Modest.
You got this, John. Try
Take
again.
two. This is my impression of Rodney Dangerfield singing "Float On" by Modest Mouse.
There you go.
We'll float on, okay? All right, already. All right.
Tell you,
We'll float on, okay? All right, already.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, tough crowd over here. I backed my car into a cop car the other day. Hey, he just drove on sometimes less a game. I tell you, I get no respect. Yeah, that's my
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is if anyone does say that, I like to remind them it's like RT came around and originally in 2017 is when he publicly.
Yeah, no, like honestly, I was just doing stupid voices that I would do all the time, anyways, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do them on stage because it's fun.
Yeah,
and
but you're
nobody's gonna tell me
infuriatingly talented. I fucking.
No, we don't do that.
I know.
No.
We don't do
This is me calling him a douchebag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Because
I'm just glad
It
you took
just
a break.
pisses me off because I'll be like, oh, I could do this really well, and then that asshole will get on stage and make me look bad.
I like to say
But
it all the
being
time.
good.
John, thank you so much for taking a break from huffing urinal cakes to be here with us.
Yeah, right. I like that. I like Zach because you don't know me this well. It's like you're like, don't be overly complimentary,
No,
and I'm like,
It's
that's
okay.
literally
He doesn't know
me
about
all
the urinal
time.
cake that I hid in my vest.
I'm over there like, oh my
Sniffing the
god,
whole time.
I can't wait to hear another filthy fucking joke from Ryan Minton.
I mean, yeah. Then you.
Shout out to Ryan.
Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan Minton. Ryan Minton did not perform at my comedy special, and I
I'm not
walked
gonna lie.
up to
I
him.
heard a lot that Ryan doesn't perform. So.
I went up to him before and I was like, I wanted to ask you, but your vibe is so different than my vibe that it would have fucked the whole night up.
He's one of the few people
I
I
love
can
him.
go to and be like, "Hey man, do you think I should go dirtier than this?" And he's just like, "Oh yeah, dude, you should definitely do
You should
that."
probably like do the whole. She probably had a rape joke in there.
That's Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan.
love it. Shout out.
Peep the mic, fuck when I did that.
That was me saying out really loud.
No.
Me being out
Combination
loud.
of that.
Yeah.
Gay. But
Sounds
also.
so good. Rice Krispie treats with peanut butter on it.
Oh, tasty.
That sounds real.
It
I,
just happened. Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
It's a fun time here at Casa de la Hippie.
Yeah, pretty much. Got the
Yeah, we
music
got
wall.
We got the get fiddles on the wall. We
I
got.
gotta hide all the books so nobody knows that
We're actually gonna.
Those
sing
are all
us
my
a little,
wife's. She reads, I
acoustic
know.
song here in a moment. Cause Zach can play the ukulele.
The ukulele.
The ukulele.
You
I
played
got
it?
two really good pictures of John, and he is fucking hilarious. Just
No,
check
he's
your
not.
phones.
No,
Just
we
check
don't do
your
that.
Oh.
Later.
No compliments. You guys fucking suck,
Thank
man.
you. That's what
I
we're
hate it when
looking
you
for.
tell that fucking funny story about
that's
the.
exactly what we do.
No, it's actually. I forgot that ukulele's there, and he can play the ukulele.
He can play the
We
ukulele?
could do a freestyle.
I can sing
That would
and
be
I can
fun.
freestyle.
I could pull my penis out. So that's we've got a full band
Hers is
here.
probably tuned, not mine.
No, maybe
You know,
you know.
I did because I do
I'm out
song
of ideas.
parodies.
I don't have anything else written down.
I
Hold
do
on, let's go
song
back to the
parodies.
previous
That's
stuff.
alright. I like to talk too.
You know, what I was to say.
I do song parodies, and so at a certain point, I realized that I'm
Oh,
gonna
fuck,
have
you
to
mean the guests
learn
can
an
have their own
instrument.
ideas. This is about a fucking
Yeah,
goddamn.
you will. Or just be really good
Yeah,
at fucking
so
grabbing other people's shit. Like Weird
spoiler
Al.
alert: I have picked what my instrument is, and I've purchased it. I'm learning it.
What are you learning?
Trombone.
The cigar box guitar.
Oh my god. Why?
Because it sounds cool and bluesy, and I am not cool, but I am bluesy. Because I'm sad all the time. You try to have this much sex and not me.
If you're gonna do it, you should go for something ridiculous. And I agree that is ridiculous, but we need to figure out something like
But it also fits me because I want to be black so bad, and the cigar box guitar's roots is very African American.
44 minutes, and
All right, Topher, I'll give you that one.
see, I just do like every other male comedian does, and I play the skin flute.
Yeah, John, I've heard that about you. You can suck a mean dick.
Yeah.
You killed my wife. She's dead.
It's true.
Oh.
Oh, I just bought this like really cool fucking. There's this guy in town. He has a brand called I'm Black. And he talked
Are
me
you
into
his number
buying.
one guy?
No, but he almost talked me into buying one of his jackets, which looked really fucking cool. And it says I'm Black, but it's like it's a what do you call that thing when it's letters that mean like words?
Culture
gay.
appropriation. Oh, shit.
It's like I period M period B period. You know what I'm talking about? English language.
It's fuck, I can't
Anagram.
think of it.
Acronym.
Thank you for the smartness in the kitchen. It's an acronym. And
Shit.
Don't thank me, thank your recruiter.
Don't.
Yikes. So it's I'm Black.
No,
And
I'm listening.
Oh shit.
Espanol.
so instead of doing
Oh,
allergies are really kicking in now too, which is funny.
the sight of them.
It was before he walked up. I was like, my nose is so itchy.
We had to get Buddy out of here. Topher is mildly allergic to dogs. Luckily, it's not deathly allergic.
Yeah.
So that's why you guys aren't seeing Buddy this episode.
It makes
Yeah,
dating
nobody.
difficult because I don't want to have kids.
And he hate those bitches can't be on him.
That's right. Which is why bitches don't want to talk.
That's fair.
Well, you know what the Drs. Dre and Snoop once said?
Oh no! I'm sorry. Real quick.
No, continue. I cut you off.
I'm Black. I did end up buying. I asked a special request. I was like, "Can you please make me a beanie that is my skin color, but says I'm Black in black letters?" And he said, "Bet." And I'm gonna wear it.
You should.
Some of the times when I
all
do
the
comedy.
time. All the time.
Because I want to be a
Every
black
day.
comic.
Have you tried blackface?
No.
Just go up there, page face up.
No.
Nice.
All right, we'll cut that blackface. 47.
It'd be great. Just run up there. Just paint your face on stage mid-set.
Now that would be an art house piece right there.
What's
Honestly,
up with
yeah,
these
if you just do
airplane
that
food?
in New York, you just pay people have people. Actually, they would pay you $300 to just come in and watch you. He's making a statement. He's making a statement.
Probably
on
could.
cultural
The statement is, I want to
appropriation.
die before I get to the parking lot.
He's making a statement on cultural appropriation. And how
Can't
much-
I outrun these people that are going to kick the shit out of me when
I
do this?
I got beat. So here's the thing. I don't.
No, you do
When-
it, but
when
you
I
also
grew up-
have at the end of it, you have a cancel button right by you. So
Does it,
you
right?
can always. That's how you end the show, with a cancel button.
My initial formative years were like in white suburbia, Mills,
Oh no.
and then I moved to an all-black neighborhood.
Oh, there you go.
And then I learned the hardest way, because you keep talking about me getting beat up. I learned the hardest way that the word boy, used in certain contexts, will get you almost killed.
Yes.
And I didn't know that, because I'm like a 13, 14-year-old fucking kid.
I think everybody should go to some place at least once in their life where they are the minority.
Oh,
Just so
it
you
was
can figure out
delightful.
what it's like.
That's how, I owe everything to that time in my life where I was in that black neighborhood.
Yeah,
because white people fucking hate me, first of all. Generally
Yeah, it's true.
speaking.
I do hate you.
It's true.
That's true.
And for some reason, I'm lucky enough that a lot of black people were like, "Hey, you're weird, but you're funny, and I like you."
He's one of the cool ones. He ain't gonna shoot you at school.
I think maybe they thought I was the one that was going to shoot them
Probably.
in
That's
school,
why
so they were
probably
extra
talked
nice to
you.
me.
Hey man, you want my cookie? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's why people are nice to me too. Sometimes.
Nobody's
But
nice
now
to
that
you,
they
John.
figured
Shut
out
the
that I
fuck
don't have a gun, they
See,
learned my anti.
I would never.
It's
do
your
you,
fault because
man.
you wear the suit. You know,
Huh?
you wear the suit. Now you're of the privilege.
Now I look like I'm ready for business.
Remember business.
You,
Yes.
you look like the lead singer of a rock band
That's-
That what?
Secretly-
Yeah, I'm actually
secretly votes conservative.
My gimmick for my comedy is burnout musician. Just like couldn't make it as a rock star. So I'm
Fucking nailed it. So I'm gonna be a
Couldn't
comedian
make
instead.
it as a rock star.
couldn't make it as a poor musician.
Can't quite cut it as a comedian.
This is how you remind me of my mediocreness. Not like you, I'm so boring. No one wants to hear my story. Yeah.
I'm proud of you for that because normally all of your parodies are sex related.
I suck cock. It was just gonna say. It was getting there.
It's like, oh
And
man.
every time he breaks out into a song parody, it immediately goes gay.
Well,
And the
that
funny thing
is.
is, we actually had a conversation with this with Caleb
Yeah.
at Patty's.
Gay, yeah, my gay sound parodies.
No, all
Love
the fucking
Caleb.
people that do music go gay with it
Yeah.
when you're just fucking
Well,
around.
comedy, yeah.
It's not even just comedy.
Caleb is infuriating because I've watched the way he does his process is so
Have you
much
seen him
more.
with the keyboard yet?
Does he have a keyboard?
Oh yeah,
Are you fucking with me?
no,
No.
100%.
Caleb,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
that we
Caleb
rode the
Fullmore.
roads with.
Caleb
Yeah.
Fullmore, yeah. He's not doing it all the time, but like he's like it's like a
No,
yeah.
I've been hibernating, so I haven't seen what
Oh,
anyone's been
no.
up to.
He's
Me and John,
physical.
we had
He's
him
only
on-
done it twice.
We had him on the last episode, and we like
That's
convinced
three
him to
times.
like fucking do it on stage again at Patty's.
Oh.
And then as soon as I got off stage, John was up next. He got off stage. We're outside smoking a cigarette, talking about the night. We see him setting up the keyboard on the TV.
Yeah.
We're like, shit, we gotta get back in there real quick.
Yeah.
We just told him to do this. Shout out Caleb. That was an
Shout out
excellent
Caleb.
That's
set.
awesome.
Last episode.
And just to finish the thing that makes me infuriated about Caleb is
Yeah,
he was the first local comic that I saw his process take place within a week's time period.
Oh.
Like we were riding the streets a lot while I was getting my material ready.
Yeah.
And it would like he would tell a joke and it would be like either barely funny or just a little bit funny. And then every time he'd tell it, it would get funnier. And then within a week's time, it was like, that's a brilliant fucking
He's also
joke.
he's got
it's the
like a good
experience on the joke.
he's got a good recovery from bombing method too. I think like
It's because he's like
Shut up,
stupid
Caleb.
likable.
yeah no
I tell him that all the time. It's like you're America's best
I've
friend. You know?
never seen him bomb, so I don't know. Every time I see him, it's been polished shit.
He doesn't bomb. He's just like
It'll be the moment
it's
where
when
you
tell
think
a
he's
room
about
to
to bomb.
like
You don't have to be
jokes to a
polite. We've
room
all
full of
bombed.
comedians that are uninterested at the middle of the night.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Like that's not really good. You can't really bomb in that situation.
No, if you get a chuckle, that
When
means
you
it's
get
a good
booed,
joke.
like I guess that's bombing.
If you do a room and it's just comedians, if you get a chuckle, it's good.
No, like because like I think what a lot of comedy audiences now. This is actually like something I think is an interesting theory I've had. It's not really a theory. Probably
tell.
heard it somewhere, but it's like when you're on your phone, it's the doom scrolling audience. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
most comedy crowds are. Like especially if you go to an open mic, you get your doom scrolling audience because like. What I mean by that is like how often are you scrolling on your phone and then like do you actually laugh out loud at something funny you see? Like it's like
I
every
always do.
like
I got
20th
yelled at for
thing, but it's like not every like for the most time you'll go or like you go like the
nose.
exhale through the nose. Yeah, and then but 1 in every 20 things will make you laugh out loud. And that's
Yeah.
like most comedy crowds I feel like at like
And-
spots where, people are not there to see a headliner or whatever. Like it's just people at the open mics who are
Have
here to
you-
give people a chance.
Have you ever done a mic?
You got to get them like that.
Have you ever done a mic where they aren't looking at their phone and you bomb?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're looking at
No,
their
no, he's
phone.
he's just
not saying they're
no.
looking at their phone. They have that
He's
mentality.
speaking to the
Okay.
reason why I
Yeah.
don't do open mics at this stage.
Oh yeah, you
Like
should.
there's a point where I'll go out and do it just because I want to practice, but I'm not doing it for the audience at that point. I'm
Yeah,
doing
gotcha.
it
You're never
for
doing
me.
it for the audience at open mics.
But-
It's always like,
Yeah.
It's
that's
like
what I always have to.
the reason that my
Yeah,
comedy
I know that.
special was because some of the people are still talking to me about it, and I think it's just because it was like, oh, we had a real audience, and I was smart enough to bring in 5 comics that were fucking funnier than me.
Well, funny. That's another big part. You're booking a
It
show.
helped.
You got to get somebody that you can't just be like, yeah, dude, I've known him for years. He's made me laugh twice.
Well, that's the thing too.
That
Is
was a lot of fun. For real.
this
Shout out to
comedy
Aisha
special-
for
'cause
Closet
we-
Exchange.
oh yeah, Closet Exchange.
Shout out Aisha.
Shout out
Aisha.
Aisha. Woo! We were talking. You actually reminded me what I want to talk about earlier, which was finding your comedy voice. Because I got into a lot of arguments early on with comics who were like, "Well, you don't know your comedy voice yet," and I'm like, "You don't know what I'm trying to do."
And they're like, son, I've been doing this for
And they're-
37 years. I do know what you're
No,
trying
no,
to
no.
do.
What's funny is the people that were saying this to me, a lot of them have been doing it for less than 3 years.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
And they're trying to tell me how to do comedy. And it's like, I used to do comedy when I was younger. and then I stopped.
Yeah, you did.
To do other art forms and other types of performance and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I came back to it, and I have a lot to learn, and I have a long way to go. And I will say, I'm the first to say that. But I started to get pissed off because people were like, "Oh, you need to do this and you need to do that," and I'm over there like, "You don't get that I'm not doing the same thing as you."
Yeah.
And when you're talking about my comedy voice, like I have more than one comedy voice because I have more than one
perspective on this.
No, like I literally like all of Topher House has sets written for them that only they do.
Yeah, like Redneck Topher and fucking Topher
Yeah,
Mac.
Redneck Topher tells stories better than Topher Mac does, and Callie Toph tells one-liners better than any of the rest of them do. So I write that stuff for them.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm like a normal fucking shitty comedian. Where I just gotta bomb as me every night. I have to bomb as 4 different people.
See, I definitely know that I save my fucking voices for silver. It's like silver bullets. Like really, it's just like I'm like, fuck, I gotta kill this werewolf, and I've been farting around too long.
Now,
all right.
Now I will say this: I do think that I can learn like more true to me now comedy voice that I haven't been able to find yet. But that's why when I go to the Closet Exchange and do that open mic, because it's such a small, comfortable room for me, I'll go up there and I even told them it's like, to me that's doing jazz. I'm intentionally doing stuff different than I would normally do it, and some of it's intentionally bad because I'm just trying to learn how to do shit that you already can do and you already can do, which is like you guys can be funny on the spot.
No.
I've seen you work around. I've seen you work around.
John, don't you fucking lie to this man right now.
No, I can't. Yeah.
No, like I've seen
But
both of y'all work
also
rooms
seen myself,
in a way that I can't do.
I've also seen myself try to work a room and then just eat shit.
I think the biggest thing is to know when to just be like, all right, cut that.
It's like that one song. I feel like somebody should, if it's not been put into a song yet, but like if it should be, but like it's like playing poker. It's like you gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them too. So it's like you gotta know when to like, and if that's never been, that's probably a new saying I heard here first.
You gotta know how to run.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Same thing with women.
Well, I'm just such a selfish performer that like I'm going up there and I started doing comedy again so that I can do my writing and I can direct myself and I can act. I can do all those things with all the control, and it's all about me. And if they laugh, awesome. And that's the wrong attitude to have.
I was going to say,
but I get lucky sometimes, and people think I'm really funny.
No, you are funny.
So, like, this is still what I said earlier. Like, every comedian is a fucking narcissist. You wouldn't be doing comedy if you weren't some form of narcissist in some way. That's your narcissism.
I'm dying narcissist.
Mine is I'm terrified of people, but I need them all to like me. So
that's
the way I can get a crowd of people
when you're like
me,
this, that's fucking hard.
Yeah,
I mean that's my energy on stage though too.
Like it's hard to work with. It's like
I've known John for years and I still don't like him.
Yeah, nobody does, and it's a common occurrence, and everyone hates me.
It's funny because I don't
everyone's
think
most hated. No, that's North Carolina's most hated comedian.
No, I can name another one. We got.
I don't know. It's funny that he's saying this because like. I've done a couple of things in my time knowing John Paul where I feel like I got little brother energy because I'll be like super trying to impress John Paul.
No.
And it'd be like, oh, you did this thing. I just bought you a bunch of stuff because of this audition of this thing I think you're going to get. And it's like, I'll walk away from that and be like, that's the weirdest fucking thing to do for this guy that you don't know.
Yeah, I was still using that stuff. That stuff book was one of my jokers in my car. It's got my sets from that year. That whole year's sets.
Oh yeah, I get real self-conscious after I leave John Paul, but like when you're in the room with him, it's like, oh, he likes me.
I'm self-conscious all the time, so it's fun. Like I'm in a constant state of dread of like, what are people thinking about me? They probably hate me. I'm awful. I know, and like, see, then I have Zach and like my buddy Ryan. Shout out Ryan Minton. I'm gonna send him this episode just because we shouted it out like 30 times.
This would be one of our 4
But I need people to remind me constantly that nobody likes me.
But I'm the same way. I actually had this conversation with a situationship that I was just in, and
from the Jersey Shore.
Right. I said situation. We were talking, and she was saying something about how like everyone likes her, but she doesn't like herself. And I was like, that's so funny because I think I'm fucking amazing, and it's infuriating that everyone doesn't agree with me. It's just like, why? I don't understand why people don't like me because I have so many likable things about me. Like, I'm not perfect. Like, I shouldn't be like, I'm not an A+ student here in terms of likability, but I'm a strong C+.
You need to start, like, go out to every show with the fucking song of I'm So Humble by Lonely Eyes.
Yeah, that's it.
Not bragging. I'm just the humblest.
Oh man. No, I don't know. It's like just always, performing has just always been super fun. Like to me, like it's something I've done since I was a kid, and so like now it's just like
since those movies you did with your uncle.
No. So funny story about it. No, this is actually funny. Like I have like. He'll be dead before this he ever hears. But like my uncle like looks like he's got the uncle glasses where like look like the angry video game nerd dress. Like he had a fucking shirt, pocket protector, tie on all the time, khakis
that's
tucked in.
No pants.
He also had a dark basement where he kept all his computers with a bedroom attached to it. So like I honestly like, but then like I was a kid and like lived a molestation-free childhood.
I don't believe that.
And then no, seriously, 100% molestation-free. No Uncle Touchy puzzle basement.
Not even once.
But then like I got
dude, everybody's been touched once.
But then like that's when like everybody like started like I got older and that's when I ever started hearing about the uncle basement thing, and I was like. Well,
that's real.
My uncle had like a deep dark basement. I was never like I started feeling left out. Like I was never molested. So it's like never. It's like my stupid non-rapey fan. Like, but that's just my awkwardness being genetic because like he would never. I don't think he would just be like. Probably at the other end of the room, he's like, man, I hope he comes and talks to me. You know, like it's
I can't wait till he falls asleep playing Mario.
No. He was not gonna fall asleep. No, he would be like, he has to come to me.
Oh, he
has to be their idea. Yeah. That's how. I mean,
you were.
I'm not a walk up to you and be like, hey, my name's John. When I was dating, I was not that kind of person. I'm sit great. Back and be mysterious.
Oh yeah.
Look,
I didn't do comedy at the time either, so like it was just not funny then.
I'm great at the intro. I'm great at like get someone to start talking to me. I am the worst at closing the deal.
I hate talking to people.
That's how my number got so high.
I honestly just hate talking to people, so it's like
that's also fair.
Like for me, like I just like I don't actually want to learn because I have no interest really in any sort of anything with anybody, so it's like I don't care, and like talking to you could only lead to roads where it's like where it's bad, and it's like. I just know I'm old enough and have been dumb enough to know to take myself, not put myself in those stupid situations where I'm just like, I'm going to become like best friends and we're going to like, you're going to text me when you need help with stuff. And like I've done that and it was awful. I was a shitty fucking, and then
I was going to say,
on my wife.
I describe you to people like good friends, not to like random people. I will often be like, John Paul my impression of John Paul is that he used to be the shittiest person ever.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And all of a sudden, he found this spot in his life where he's fucking cool.
It was my second kid. My second kid is what did it.
But you can just tell that you used to be shitty. Like there's like these like leftover residues of
he's still shitty.
I used to be a giant sleazebag fucking person. No, my wife was actually telling my kids today. It was like, your dad used to steal shit all the time.
Oh my god!
I believe that. You look like a little.
Yeah, dude. I used to fucking like.
You look like you just.
I've done my time. Okay, I got a sentence time served. I got caught at Target. I'm not gonna say where else I got, did my business, but like, whatever.
Target, Walmart.
No, the only place I got bold. I did everywhere. I was the heist master.
You look like you'd get in trouble for like stealing Pokemon cards.
I got bold. Shut the fuck up. I got bold because I was getting cards. I was getting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was getting Pokemon cards. I would take them to a place where everybody would play cards, and then I would sell $2 packs because I would open a bunch of packs, get what I needed, and then I would have a bunch of unopened packs too, and then I would just be like, "Here's, you want to sell these $2?" So like a pack at the time was $4, blah blah blah. So then like I got bold with it. I could break in like $60 a weekend, and for not paying shit for it,
that's not bad.
I did my time for this, by the way. So I went to Target, tried to steal some shit from there. They caught me immediately. And I forgot about it. Like, I got so scared. I went fucking forgot about it. And I was at work, like, one day, like, about 10 years after that. I want to say I was 18 when that happened. Mm-hmm. So about 10 years after that, I'm at work, 28, cooking on the fucking stove at wherever the fucking job I had. And cops come in, and they're like, we're looking for John Paul Edmondson. He's under arrest. And I was like, what am I under arrest for? I got arrested by the secret police or whatever, the security people who can arrest you, and then the real cops come and take you downtown.
Oh, okay.
And they wouldn't tell me the entire time why I was under arrest. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Because I smoked a lot of weed. So I was like, is it drug charges? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You can tell this is real because he's getting very anxious.
Yeah. So they get me downtown, and they're like, oh, yeah, shoplifting. It says here you were fucking, this is, what is it, 2008, 2009? And yeah, I was stealing from when I stole the Yu-Gi-Oh cards at Target. I had to go to jail. Went to jail for a night. My wife bailed me out. Hold on. We'll get to it. My wife bailed me out. I go to sentencing. They sentenced me for a week in community service. Long story short, I stole Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and to pay for it, I had to play with dogs for a week.
This is your hardened criminal, John.
I have one question.
Commit small crimes and you can play with dogs.
In that moment, did you feel targeted?
Yes, I felt targeted and attacked because I definitely looked like a school shooter at the time. Like, I knew how I dressed.
It's a good thing I'm a comedian, right?
Hey, I wear a tie now.
School shooters don't wear ties.
School shooters don't wear ties and sweaters. They fucking wear trench coats and look like you now. Like, they're fucking like, hey man, I just ate a whole bunch of edibles, gonna shoot up my school. With my
None of this is real.
I got my vape pen and I got my jewel pen and I'm gonna shoot up my school. I'm in the third grade. It's like, fuck, what are you talking
I try
about?
to explain that to people. Like, back in the day, we
That's
used
not
to
funny. We'll cut actually all of that.
Now they all
We
just shoot.
An hour and 6 minutes. We're gonna cut the school shooting shit.
No, we're not. We ain't cutting shit.
Jumping back to the thing that you said about, like, that neediness.
Yeah.
I fucking have that neediness, and I would describe my on-stage persona as needy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't mean to agree with that so fast.
but it's true!
Yeah, no, I get that.
Spit my
I
water.
completely see it.
Even wait a
When you
second.
say it, I was like, yeah.
Essentially, like me, please,
100%.
for the entire
Yeah.
set.
Or else your first fucking bit wouldn't be, I'm Topher Mac, I haven't, had blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah days. Like,
I've not participated in fornication
in 496 days.
you should start measuring it in fortnights.
I don't want to say what it is because my comedy special I'm going to talk about.
Exactly. Didn't want to.
But
That's why I didn't want to say the joke and do the number because I was like, that's like sets up a nice self-deprecating set.
It was so weird not opening with that.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
It was so
It's like
weird.
a great opening. Why wouldn't you get something better?
I opened with the joke that I wrote because of John Paul.
Gotcha.
The weird abstract
fucking,
joke.
yeah.
The laugh thing. You heard me do the laugh thing?
Yeah.
I had
We were
somebody
just talking
set me
about
up
that
with like a fucking home run
That
hit.
I wrote that literally because of John Paul.
That's
I
funny.
did this show with Hunter last Tuesday, and it was for Hunter last Tuesday, and this guy had a joke about guys with shitty jobs and what they would look like, and for one of them, it was like guys named John or white guys named John looks like they would sell you like fake pit bulls outside.
Dude,
of like a bar. And dude, no, so like just set me up perfectly. It was like, my name's John Paul Edmondson, and yes, how dare Titus? Shout out Titus. I can't remember his last name. I'll look it up. We'll put it in.
And Hunter.
Jen Hunter Edwards. Well, shout out to
Hey, we've seen him soon.
But then I was like, how dare he like give away my business? I totally have fake pit bulls in my car, and I was going to try to sell them to you.
Is Hunter's partner named Gatherer?
Hunter Gatherer? Nah.
Hunter Edwards.
I like bad jokes, y'all.
No, he's more of a hunter, a builder probably. Like he would probably hunt and then build, and then he would probably get like his animal to do the gathering.
Does he build decks or does he build?
No, he's in construction. We're going to talk about that on a future episode with Hunter Edwards, actually, because he's going to be on the show at some point. Actually, February 27th. I don't know why we're shouting out, putting dates on things.
That's what to say. I don't know why you do that.
I'm sorry.
I think
you can't talk about dates on a Topher Mac episode.
You can't talk about...
Because I don't get dates.
Yeah,
Speaking of dates, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Are you guys
Are
excited?
you alone just
I gotta know.
Too?
Are you guys excited about your upcoming VD?
Of course.
No, my venereal disease is
I-
horrible.
What, dude? You gotta get a good one.
I've decided what I'm doing for my VD.
What's that?
I'm gonna go to the strip club.
There you go.
Look.
Oh shit!
No, I actually have.
Already got it on.
I'm already ready.
That.
I've got an all-day gooning sesh planned out for it. So.
Dude, I just found out what that means today.
I still barely know what it means.
Jerking.
But I did write a song
Gratuitous.
parody.
Without, yeah.
Well, I wrote a song parody about that you've
Edging
not
the
heard
whole day.
before.
What about jerking?
It's a Kendrick Lamar parody, and I'll leave it at that for now.
Got a pool full of penis and a diving, and a pool full of jism, I'm a diving.
You picked the right song.
I'm not
I call it
surprised.
tissue
Away
pools
with
instead
you.
of swimming pools.
You're gonna tell me fucking John doesn't have a gay song?
Suck a few balls, then I'll watch them all flop. So my homies, they got huge cocks. I say they got a pool full of jism, I'm a diving. Pool full
Oh,
of
that's so I
jism, I'm
fucking
a
hate John.
diving.
We have to finish that song parody we were
Oh,
writing.
I don't want to hear the words we need to
Pull up,
finish while
spank.
he's doing that.
Shake, drain, spank.
Now that is
Headshot,
actually what
spank.
I did go with spank when I was.
It works. It's perfect.
It's
same,
perfect.
same letters, same rhyme scheme. Yeah, no, I do like doing fucking just dumb bullshit. Fucking like, but they do always end up gay. It's so easy because, in my defense, gay words just rhyme better with most things. Like, suck cock rhymes with a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised.
like
Eminem would
God.
agree.
TikTok, I suck cock. I don't know. Hickory dickory dock.
I think he's having a block.
Now my penis out of flop. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily suck cock, but like
I just wanted to see if you could do
You
it.
know,
You did.
I used to work at a gay bar in New York City. I was a bar back.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
It's pronounced bareback, but okay. It's actually pronounced bar bottom.
That was where I learned what bear meant, actually.
Oh shit, that's a fun
Oh,
way
shit.
to find out.
Bare bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew bare bottom was oh shit. Speaking of bare bottom,
Earlier in the episode, if you
Cut
were
that.
paying attention, there was a moment where I zoned out for a second when we were talking about molestation, and I was
Everybody's
thinking
got a
of
sword.
that because this dude came up to me, like everyone knew I was straight, and in
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
sometimes they would bring their straight friends and introduce them to me.
oh shit, I gotta write that down. Topher straight.
And this guy just came over to me one day and was like, "How's your night going?" He was one of the regulars, and I was like, "It's going alright." And he just,
Oh,
and I went, "What are you doing?"
Those are my peanuts.
That was how me and my buddy used to meet each
Holy
other.
snow!
My buddy Chris actually that I was talking about earlier. We used to the
He
way
was
we used
married
to
to the Muffin Man. I'm
fight
sorry.
was no, you're fine. No, we used to fight by grabbing each other's balls and squeezing as hard as we could. Like that was the way we would fight. And then like when we actually got into an actual altercation
That's the
over
first thing you did?
me shoving a microphone up my ass at a show.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. No, the way the fight ended was
What a
he
shitty
punched me in the
night.
face like 3 times, and then I squeezed his balls until he had to let go. Like I was like, because he started choking me out, and I was like, he was like, "You fucking squeeze my balls, man. That's gay." It was like, "Shut up. We used to do this all the time." I'm crying. Oh god, I don't want to fight you. Please stop beating my ass. Because he just, well deserved. We'll get into that story another time. That'll be.
Yeah, because you're.
Yeah.
I've been saying it the whole time. You're just a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, the Mike in my butt story was I was a different man. I was once again like Topher said. That was back when I
I
was a
mean,
piece of shit.
that
I
will
was-
change you.
I was.
Putting a mic.
I think I was 17, so I was.
dude,
Oh
you
god,
weren't
I was
even a person
illegal
yet.
too. Oh
You-
god.
Oh my god, 17-year-old me was even nerdier
Oh god.
and more hyper, and I was
Actually,
very
we'll cut
thin.
that. Actually, I just realized child pornography. We should probably not endorse.
He's
that.
cutting all the good shit. I mean, he's over here
We're not
like a
cutting
fucking
anything. Zach's,
I was about to
Zach's
say,
number one thing.
Hebrew.
You understand? I'm the one that
He
edits
doesn't
it,
cut
so you don't
anything.
shit.
Oh, good, good.
No, this is actually just for me for notes for my clips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I started clipping the clip camera about 10 minutes before we fucking started filming that
What's
one.
up,
so
clip
my
camera?
My timer is way off. Yeah, that's the one up there that's getting my.
I'm the clip commander.
No, I'm the clip commander. You can't say go to once again. What
I like Kevin Smith. It's a Kevin
I was
Smith
gonna say,
reference.
yeah.
And you
I was
know I
wondering
gotta
where he
do
was
a
going
hey
with it.
kids, you know.
There you go, Kevin Smith. Yeah, no, I appreciate the flims of Kevin Smith. speech impediment.
So I feel the need to say this real quick.
I really love when Kevin Smith cries in the camera because of Marvel movies.
I do too. I love Kevin Smith. He's
Captain
so
Marvel
nice.
was so good.
He's
a bit over dramatic.
What?
I don't.
Dude, he showed up to his
He's
own protest
enthusiastic.
for his movie.
That was great.
They just fucking interviewed him too. He was like,
great.
"Yeah, fuck this movie."
I like him. I think he's a nice guy. He's very supportive of the whole community.
I just think it's funny that he cries over Marvel movies. I'm allowed to think that that's funny.
That's
I
fair.
like his films. I haven't seen Clerks 3 because I don't want to dislike
Because I
him.
like his films.
Yeah, because I
Oh,
like
I
his
love.
films.
Wait, what? No, Clerks 3 was great. I saw it. The road show they did. I saw it in New York
I
City.
go to Clerks to
I haven't
laugh.
seen it.
And all I've heard about Clerks 3 is that
So
it's
sad.
the saddest fucking thing.
It's so sad. Like,
I
it's
saw the
funny when
trailer
it
and I was
needs
like,
to be
this is
funny, but
depressing.
it's so sad.
The trailer has Welcome to the Black Parade in it, and then I'm like, you know my
Yeah.
feelings on that song.
I do.
Like, I can't.
John fucks to that song.
No, I don't. I can't turn that 8 words into the song and it's unrelatable to me. Cut that shit off. When I was a young boy, my father, unrelatable. Don't like it. Turn it off.
Yeah.
He touched me in an inappropriate place.
No. John doesn't.
No, he
know
just
that.
didn't exist. Thanks,
No,
Dad.
I know. I know.
Yeah, it's his uncles that we need to worry about.
Yeah, my uncles didn't touch me. My fucking dad didn't exist.
My
My
dad
fucking
really-
childhood was just great, okay? My mom did everything she could for me. Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, this was the thing I wanted to say real quick. If you can see me close
Shut
enough
up,
on this
Mom.
camera, I'm very unkept right now.
Yeah, this just looks like normal Topher.
No, well,
No,
normal Topher
no.
dress is a little different, but
Yeah.
also like
I want to negate that. Normal
this-
Topher has a green shirt and a flannel and that hat also. But,
Oh, yeah.
So if we chopped your head off.
well, not just that, but like I'm overgrown right now, and like I've got like coke.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
we know you have a
I've got
problem.
like
But
I don't
once
do
again-
coke, but like I've got
I
coke
don't
now.
do it.
But
You
no,
don't do it.
I'm on the chopping your
I'm
head
more of a
off
diet
thing.
coke guy.
You chop your head off though.
But the reason why it's like this is
Put it right
because
there.
this week I have to film. There's going to be like a dramedy mini series that's going to lead into my Topher Mac special, and so I have to film it. And so
Where
like at
can
the
we
beginning
find
of it, I have to. This is all on Topher House. It's at Topher House on the YouTubes.
You gotta get on Pornhub, man.
And then you can also follow me
YouTube.com.
at Topher TV on Instagram. That's the best way to keep up with any of my comedy related hijinks.
And don't follow
Oh,
Zach because he's
hey.
an asshole.
Nah, don't follow me.
You can follow me though. Home.
I love when people
Good night.
fucking leave me comments and shit on like Instagram. I literally post and drop.
Oh.
I don't even look at
Yeah.
any of it.
Oh, I look at
Post shit and run away.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
Once
I'm
again,
speaking of
narcissist,
narcissists. It's like I'll go through my posts
Oh,
and
no.
watch them like a movie.
No, I
Yeah.
just fucking. Here's what I
I've
do.
done
Ready?
that. Guilty.
Pictures up.
Guilty.
I'm
as charged.
extremely like when I pick the songs I pick exactly
Oh, no.
what I want, the exact section that I want that matches what I'm trying
This
to
is
say.
cinema for my fans. Yeah, no, I get it completely. I do the same thing.
I don't. I
I've
just
done the
post
same
and
thing.
drop.
I believe that. Tell me about your comedy process.
There is none.
Tell me about your
I
koi.
think about what I want to fucking shit on, and then I go for it.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, he
fair.
does take giant dumps on stage.
Oh, I
I've
do.
seen him. Shout
Dude,
out to
it's,
Zach
it's
Blackfire.
fucking, shout out to
taking
Zach
this.
Blackfire.
Yeah.
He defecates, but he doesn't have decaf.
The GGL in the Fayetteville.
Well, if I want to shit on orphans, I'm gonna fucking write as many jokes as I can. If I want to beat up a little handicapped girl, I'm gonna make as much jokes about that as I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zach, African
What
American.
do I
Nothing.
tell jokes about? Hold on, let me tell you
I
what
got
tell
onto
jokes about. I
Black
have my set
Mike,
list
but I'm
here.
going by Black Zach Fire.
Yeah.
I signed up as that, and they let me in.
Has
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
other than me ever done the Zach African American
No,
fire?
no, you're the first one.
Oh man, you know what?
When I did that night, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't even care that I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
lose.
that was fucking great.
By the way, I don't know if you know this. I got first that night. First at being last.
I was about to say, I think
I had
June was
10
first.
people that paid to see me that night.
Oh, I don't want to tell you that.
And I got dead last by so many points that I think everyone else must have hated me.
I mean, you didn't get dead lead. You got points, I can tell you that, because I gave everybody 10 out of 10 that night.
I, for some reason, was like over 100 points behind.
Oh.
People who can't spell or format should not make flyers.
What?
Riveting stuff, John. Anyway, back to what we were saying.
I went to this thing. It was like for audio files only. I thought we were gonna like be cool and like share files with each other, like audio files. But nah, it was just a bunch of people jerking off to fucking music.
I think that's a good place to end this one tonight, John.
No, continue what you guys are talking about.
And on that note,
Yeah, we'll cut that.
that flat note,
Anti-comedy. Once again, comedy. That's how I do it.
we do like our anti-comedy.
Oh, I need to actually write that on the right page.
But not our uncle comedy. Just the
Yeah,
anti-comedy.
because my uncle never touched me.
We already discussed that.
I'm traumatized by that.
My aunt was on Murray.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know that we're like leaving, but like
Were
I
they-
feel like I had to say that out loud.
Were-
First of all, my aunt is like a horrible person.
Did she run down the hallway saying that's he's not the father?
No,
That was
she
a classic clip.
she did the my long lost love, and she like forged these letters from her daughter so that she could get a free trip to New York.
Oh, that's
I was on
awesome.
TV once when I was very young.
Nobody cares.
I was not for being raped by my uncle, but I was on TV for crying, stuck at the top of a rock climbing wall because I was scared of heights. And they was just like, local news here, this boy's fucking gay. And can't get down the rock wall. Yeah, and I'm just going, like, I went down. My mom's just like, just
so funny.
fucking come down. If you just let go, the rope will just let you down. No, I'll fall. And I'm just like, the sins of the father have been reaped upon the son. Like
That's
he
the
does the
episode.
exact
That's
same
it.
shit.
I got
We'll
this-
put in the Metal Gear intro. The whoa.
No, that's the name of this episode. I'm falling!
This,
I thought
this
Sins
is
of the
something we
Father
can end
too.
on because I brought up my aunt who
I gotta remember that rock climbing
So-
wall story.
I haven't spoken to my cousin in a long ass time,
Okay.
and I'm on the dating apps. And by the dating apps, I mean I'm on Facebook.
Oh, dude, what are you doing?
Well,
Get on Tinder.
I don't want to. I do really bad on dating apps. But I matched with someone and I got very excited because like I do what everyone else does. I just, swipe. Someone's bound to say yes. Well, someone said yes. And I'm like looking
I
and
haven't
I'm
seen
like,
this face in 30 years.
no, that's the thing is I didn't recognize it, but it was my cousin.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It was my cousin.
Oh, that's rough.
And I didn't recognize until like 5 sentences in, and then I was like,
Wait a
I
minute.
didn't like compliment her or anything because I was just like, oh, this is just a person, and at this point, I don't care what
I
anyone
always
looks
just open
like.
up with a dick pic.
I'm not gonna put that on the internet.
What, a dick pic? Dude, we've already seen it.
I have probably got one of those somewhere.
One?
Oh, Richard.
That's crazy that you think there's only one.
There might
That's
be.
it.
I don't take a lot
So,
of
yeah.
pictures of my penis.
What?
I'm not conceited like that.
Oh, dude, I take a picture
That's a
of
nice
my dick
surprise.
every 5 hours.
Well, see.
Must be nice.
And I'm really tired of you
not.
fucking sending them to me, Zach. Like every 5 hours, I open my phone and Zach penis, Zach penis, Zach penis. Like at this point,
look how small it looks next to
my
my
favorite
cum.
is when I'm jacking off and I'm like, oh, cool. What's this cool message from Zach? Oh, penis again. That's great.
I wish you would
So-
just shave already.
Right.
Yeah, I was like going through and talking to her, and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm watching a Kubrick film." "Oh, yeah." She's like, "How you been?"
Pretentious.
And I'm like, "That's a strange thing to say on a dating site." And
good.
then it like clicked because I started looking, and I was like, she kind of looks like my cousin, but older and fatter.
Spoiler alert.
It was.
That was your cousin.
It was my cousin, and then I was dumb enough to say out loud that I did not recognize her right away. And then she was like, "What? Oh, does that mean you would have wanted to fuck me?" And then I was like, "Wait a minute."
So I have Topher Mac, gay and fucked cousin. All right, the headline of this episode.
But at
All right,
the last thing that we said is I said I would end up using it in a comedy bit, and now I have.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, well,
Hey!
thanks for
Yep,
coming
that's
with
been a
us,
fun
Topher.
episode.
We appreciate having you.
It's
Thank you,
nice to
Topher.
come
It's been
anywhere.
fun. It's been fun. We had a
When
lot
you're
of
me.
fun.
All right, we're
Thank you
wrapping
for
this
having
up.
JP's burnout hijinks. We're wrapping it up now, putting the penises away.
Ah!
All right.